My wife slammed me with a brutal civil lawsuit right at my foundation's charity gala, while our grown daughters actually raised their champagne flutes. I completely calmly signed the legal summons and whispered to her, "You really have no idea what you've just triggered." Over 300 guests were mingling inside the Seattle Art Museum. I was standing at the podium, a local philanthropist of the decade, about to announce a $2.5 million youth arts endowment. That is exactly when I noticed them. Eleanor was marching down the center aisle, flanked by our daughters, Chloe and Madison. They looked like a tactical strike team. I paused my speech, assuming there was an emergency. Instead, Eleanor stepped right up to the microphone, pulled a thick manila envelope from her designer purse, and slapped it onto the podium. It was an emergency injunction and a lawsuit claiming I was suffering from mental decline and squandering their rightful inheritance. She expected me to panic, to plead with her in front of the city's elite. Instead, I pulled my fountain pen from my pocket, signed my name with absolute precision, and handed the clipboard back. Chloe and Madison smirked, tapping their glasses in a mock toast to my public destruction. I leaned into Eleanor's ear. "You really have no idea what you've just triggered." I stepped down from the stage, bypassed the bewildered board of directors, and walked straight out the front doors. Sitting in my sedan, I texted my wealth manager, "Execute protocol van." He replied instantly, "Done. The assets are locked." 4 months of agonizing preparation had led to this exact moment. Back in October, Eleanor backed her Range Rover into a concrete pillar at a Whole Foods parking lot. She demanded I download the dashcam footage for the insurance claim. While scrubbing through the video files on my desktop at 11:45 p.m. that Tuesday, I found a corrupted file that only played audio. It was from a drive to Napa Valley 3 weeks prior. It was Eleanor, the girls, and a ruthless estate lawyer on speakerphone. They were plotting to blindside me with a competency lawsuit to seize my asset. Madison's voice echoed through my home office. "Dad's obsessed with giving our money to strangers. We need to humiliate him publicly so he settles out of court." Eleanor laughed. "The winter charity gala is the perfect pressure cooker. He will completely fold." I sat in the dark and made my choice. I did not confront them. I silently went to war. Over the next 12 weeks, I legally transferred 95% of my liquid wealth into an ironclad, irrevocable trust. I paid the gift taxes. I removed my name from their luxury vehicle leases. I moved my essentials into an apartment rented under an LLC. The morning after the gala, my phone battery nearly melted. 24 missed calls from Eleanor, 12 from Chloe. I ignored them all. At 10:00 a.m., my attorney called. Eleanor had marched into Chase Bank to freeze my secondary accounts, only to discover the accounts were already closed. The joint checking account she relied on for her lavish lifestyle had exactly $3,500 left in it. She had zero access to the trust. The money she sued to protect was legally untouchable. 2 weeks later, Chloe sent me a vicious text message. "How could you leave mom with nothing? You are a literal monster." I replied, "I left her with the exact amount she contributed to the foundation. Zero." The social fallout was spectacular. Eleanor's country club friends vanished the second she couldn't host their lavish weekend brunches. Her aggressive lawyer dropped her when she missed the $42,000 retainer payment. 8 months later, we met for mandatory mediation at the King County Courthouse on 3rd Avenue. Eleanor looked incredibly hollow. She was wearing a faded Zara sweater, a sharp contrast from her usual Chanel suit. She asked the mediator for 5 minutes alone with me. "Can we please stop this?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "The legal fees are drowning me. I had to sell the SUV. I was just trying to protect our family's future." I didn't say a word. I simply unlocked my phone, set it on the polished mahogany table, and pressed play on the recovered dashcam audio. Madison's voice filled the quiet room. "We need to humiliate him publicly so he settles out of court." Eleanor's laugh followed. "He will completely fold." Eleanor's face drained of all color. Her breath hitched in her throat. "You weren't protecting our family," I told her, sliding my chair back. "You were executing a hostile takeover. You bet everything on breaking my spirit in front of my peers. The girls won't even speak to me now because I can't pay their tuition." She sobbed, tears spilling down her cheeks. "I have absolutely nothing. You have the exact reality you designed," I replied. I picked up my phone, walked out of the mediation room, and stepped into the rainy Seattle afternoon, finally breathing free.